The following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Defy Life Podcast, brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network. I'm J.R. Glimp, joined as always by my wonderful co-hosts, Thomas Stevens, Alvin Glimp. What up, Pooh?
Man, what's good? Glad to be back in here cooking. What's good,
Man,
gentlemen?
no doubt, man. Everything good, man. We spent last week trashing your Bears, but we'll talk about it again. Al, what's good?
I'm doing good, man. Good to see y'all. You better watch out for them Bears, man. Caleb looked good this
Man, yeah,
weekend,
we
so
gonna talk about it.
be
Yeah, young
careful.
Caleb.
Be careful.
All right.
But nah, doing good. Good to see y'all.
Yeah, man, no
No
doubt,
doubt.
man. Yeah, it's first time in I don't remember how long all three of us were here. So, welcome back as a collective. It's good to see
No
y'all's
doubt.
faces.
No
Hey,
doubt.
good to be back. Good to be back.
Yeah, man. Well, we're gonna jump right into this because first off, we haven't had an Al's baseball roundup in about it's been about 4 years,
Wow.
Wow.
probably, right? Yeah.
Do I,
So with
do I
that
need to
being said,
do I need to walk through what baseball is for some of our listeners? Or, nah, I think we can skip that. We can skip
good.
that. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, I just got one thing to say to the return of Al's baseball roundup. Let's get it, man. Tell us about what's going on in Major League Baseball.
Wow. Just for the record, every superhero needs some theme music. So
Right.
sure do appreciate the theme music. But
I
man,
appreciate
it's good to be here with the roundup, man. As we are in the midst of like a really successful major league season. So glad to be here. Glad to be sharing a little bit about what's going on in baseball. That's what Al's baseball roundup is all about. Just giving a little bit from my perspective what's going on in baseball. But since we are doing the first one of the year, I felt like we needed to go through a little bit of what some of the new rules were. You know what I mean? Like baseball is tweaking every year rules, trying to make it more interesting, trying to reclaim some of that market share. So,
it.
um, definitely, shout out a couple of them that's been tweaked a little bit. So, for those who don't know, baseball has a pitch clock now. Like
Mm.
trying to get the game going fast. The pitcher has to pitch the ball with runners on base. It's now 18 seconds down from 20 seconds. And if you don't pitch the ball, it's an automatic ball. So that's real different. Trying to
That's
speed up the
crazy.
game, man. Appreciate it. Little tweak, make it. I mean, when they do have a game that's more than 3 hours now,
Mm.
it's like a rarity. Like you don't even see that anymore. So
Mm.
good to see that tweak. Another thing that they tweaked because of trying to make it faster is now the number of mound visits per team will reduced from they're going to reduce it from 5 to 4. So you just
Mm.
can't be walking up the old willy-nilly just because you want to say what's up or you just want to, check in with the pitcher or
All
no,
right.
no, 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 no. Keeping all that down to a minimum. Another tweak is when pitchers warm up, they gotta face the batter. So any pitcher who's sent to the mound to warm up between innings, he gotta face at least one batter. Things like that were happening back in the past where a pitcher would warm up and then they see who the hitter is and they be like, oh, no, 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 come on out. Let's get another pitcher in there. We ain't doing that no more.
Mm.
Trying to keep it kind of keep it jazzy, trying to keep it quick.
Progressive.
Um, Trying to progress. Like I
All
mean,
right.
shout out to baseball for listening.
All right.
Um, so that's kind of cool. And then the last one I think they tweaked that I want to bring up is the playoff format change. So now each league's 6 teams that are ranked by their regular season finish, with also the top divisional finish, they're going to get buys directly into the uh, what you call it, the league division center, the LDS.
Okay.
Mm.
So trying to make sure that top teams get a bye, um, which is that's like some football stuff, right? In the past,
Yeah.
baseball starts, everybody playing. So nice little tweak going into the playoffs, and that kind of leads me into where we are right now because we are like near the end of the regular season. It's about
Mm,
6 weeks left until before the postseason gets in. And for those who ain't been following, um, there's like great stars everywhere. And I think that's really what I appreciate about where baseball is right now is the amount of young stars throughout the
mm,
league. And so probably in my next roundup, I'll give y'all a sense of who those stars are. But I really just want to focus on some of the top teams. Um, really four that when I'm looking at it, got a real shot of getting to the World Series. I think when you look at the top two teams right now, I would say you're looking at Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, they got Bryce Harper, they got Trey Turner, and so they're leading away with the Phillies. They actually got the best record in baseball. So they've been kind of up and down recently, but I still think they got really the best shot to really make it.
okay.
In the American League, I would say the top team, at least over the course of the year, has been the Baltimore Orioles. They've had some injuries recently, but their their young talent is pretty impressive. And so they've been little sub 500 over the last month or so and allowed the Yankees to kind of get back in there. The Yankees were hot at the very beginning, but when you look at the course of the season, I think the O's have been the real regular team that's been the team that's been playing pretty steady. But that
How
leaves you
how
to,
how was the young dude that just got traded to the Yankees? The young black
that's
dude.
man, that's what I'm about to get into, bro.
Okay.
Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah.
Jazz Chisholm. And so, for all those who don't know, Yankees and Dodgers, those are my teams. So I'm glad to really talk about these last two. But let's start with the Yankees. So one, to your point, Jazz Chisholm was a trade deadline pickup, has instantly brought energy and athleticism, and he can play multiple positions. So he can hit, he can steal bases, can play anywhere in the field that they've put him so far. So he's been exciting. And although initially there's been some concerns about how's he going to fit in with the Yankees culture, the Yankees players. Man, he's fitting magnificently. And so he's actually giving them a boost. They were kind of floundering when he came
Mm,
into their locker room. And since then, the Yankees have been on the uptick. And when you look at their lineup, to put him in there with a Juan Soto and a Aaron Judge, who are got to be two of the best hitters in the league. But to have Jazz Chisholm now in that lineup,
all right.
when they're right, they're going to be one of the best lineups in the league. Pitching is coming around. Garrett Cole is that ace. He just came back off the disabled list. Last couple of starts, he's been pitching pretty steady. So watch out for them Yankees.
Okay.
Then you rounded up with the Dodgers, the $700 million Shohei Ohtani Dodgers. That
Right.
team. I mean, honestly though, Shohei has been leading the way with the Dodgers. I mean, he's just doing his thing as advertised, leading the National League in home runs. So he's definitely come to the Dodgers and been legit. Mookie Betts has been out for a little while, but he's back. First game back, he hit a two-run homer. So they're getting a lot of health back. So they'll get some pitching back with Walker Buehler. They'll get some of their hitting back with Max Muncy. So look at the Dodgers by the time they get to the playoffs, hopefully to be kind of leveling up and be ready to really make a claim to who's the best team in the NL and hopefully the World Series. Clayton Kershaw will be back. I mean, he's back now, but I think back to form by the time we get around there. And they'll have some more pitchers who will return back by then. So all in all, I'm hopeful for a Dodgers Yankees World Series.
Okay.
That would be my dream. But honestly though, the Dodgers have been kind of struggling. So watch out for San Diego to sneak in there and steal the NL West
All
because they've been playing really hot over the last two games. So, all in all, we got about 40 games left in the season. So when I come back, all of this might be different because there's plenty of times for teams who are sitting outside the playoff picture to kind of make a run for it as we get into September baseball.
No
That's
doubt.
all I got, brother.
Good stuff, man. It's good to catch up. That's my,
Definitely.
my whole baseball season in a wrap for me
Man,
because I start following when the playoffs come, and especially after Ronald Acuna got hurt. I was I was What didn't he get hurt? Who got hurt
Who
for the
that?
Braves? Was it
Oh
Ronald?
yeah.
Yeah.
The the young dude,
Is it Acuna? What's his name?
Acuna.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Once he got hurt for the Braves, he's just fun to watch. He's fun to watch.
He's exciting.
Yeah.
And he's the type of young talent that I'm talking about, right? Like
Right.
throughout the league, even in the teams that are struggling, there's young talent like Acuna that are just making baseball fun to watch for
Yeah, man.
some of us, fun to watch.
All right. Well, we'll catch back up with you once the season starts to wind down and we get some pennant races going. We'll check back in with Al.
Yeah.
But yeah, as always, man, appreciate it. Yeah, man. So that's it. That's Al's baseball roundup. He'll be checking in again soon. But you
Yes, sir.
mentioned young stars and new rules. What y'all think about the new
Mm.
kickoff rule in the NFL?
You want
Pooh?
to go, Pooh?
It's different, and different isn't always good, but it's not always bad either.
Mm,
I think it's a new twist to the kickoff and to football because I'm looking at injuries, so they're not letting the guys run
right.
50 yards full head of steam, just plummeting into people, guys hurting necks and backs and feet and all that good stuff. So
Right.
so I mean I'm cool with it. I like it. I like it.
Cool. Al, what you think?
Yeah, I kind of saying Pooh right now. I'm kind of cool with it. We'll see once the regular season starts. And I'm expecting, listening to some of these coaches, they got some trick plays in the bag where they might be running some reverses and
Yeah.
read options and all types of stuff, right? So we'll see what that looks like. But with Pooh, I think that comment about injuries is really the something to keep at the front of our minds. It's like
Yeah.
we're still able to see some kickoffs minus the injury, so I think that's a win.
Yeah, I agree. I think one is new, so it's going to take everybody time to
Mhm.
adjust. And again, it's preseason, so we don't really know what they got up their sleeves. Um, it is in Madden, and they got trick plays in Madden with the kickoff rules from watching Lincoln play. So it's pretty cool. I think I'll be really excited once we get to see somebody break a couple,
Right.
and we get to see that it's worth it. But yeah, it's worth it just for the point of no injuries, like you said. So
Hmm.
Yeah. Good point.
yeah. Um, and I'm surprising y'all with this one, but overall, give me one player outside of a first round pick who is, well, one player who surprised you and one player overall who's disappointed so far.
Outside of a first round pick, um, rookies.
Yeah, yeah, it can be rookies, it can be anybody. Well, we can include
Well,
first round pick. Well,
no,
they
no,
cool.
no. I think a linebacker out of the Cowboys. I can't think of his name right now, but it's Liafu. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he came out of Notre Dame, if I remember correctly. He's like
Yeah.
a third round pick.
Mm,
Dude is really solid.
okay.
He's a lot bigger than I expected. He's all around the ball, and I would give him. And let's just say this time next year, if he stays healthy,
Mm,
he's gonna be one of the best linebackers. And I think, and not on our team, not in baseball, not in football,
all
one of the
right.
best linebackers on our team. But
Okay.
I think when you mix him in with the Damone Clark, um, we got Kendricks playing this year. We'll see if
All
he's here
right.
next year. But those two and then Damari and Overshown, like I just think
Mm,
we got the making of a really solid linebacker core that hopefully
cool.
can stop the run and do some in the pass as well.
Good stuff.
I I
Anybody?
have to. I know you said no first round draft picks, Drake. I mean Jay, but Daniel Jones, man, is he that rusty or I mean he never really lit it up, but he looks like
Daniel
yeah, I don't I
Jones.
don't I don't know what he
He
looks
lo-
like.
he looks
I
like Daniel
mean
Jones.
I
Mm,
mean,
Yeah.
yo, and they did nothing like backups like Josh Dosman. I mean anyone.
mm.
Me for crying out loud. You
Yeah.
know, but he looks horrible, man. But I do want to say for us, Austin Booker, he
Mm-hmm.
he's been better than advertised, and he's definitely gonna get a lot of playing time this year, bar injury.
Okay. Anybody disappointing?
Well,
Other than Daniel
hold on,
Jones,
one more
Yeah,
other than
yeah,
Daniel.
that's what I meant
Uh,
for Al. I know
Hold on.
you.
One more dude that I just like to
Mm,
shout out
mm.
is Braylon Allen,
Oh,
running back for the
yeah,
Jets.
yeah.
Is definitely as physical as advertised. And I
Mm-hmm.
think when
mm,
you're looking at him and Brees Hall in that running back room, if I'm the Jets, even with Aaron Rodgers as our quarterback, I would definitely have a very balanced approach to this year and feeding Brees and Braylon Allen because I really like what I
mm.
see so far in Braylon.
Yeah, yeah. Brad Allen's a monster.
Mm.
I haven't
No
I
doubt.
haven't really seen a lot of guys that can be, I guess, disappointing, so to
Yeah.
speak,
Yeah.
other than, and maybe I just because a lot of guys been sitting,
Hmm.
but um Daniel Jones just stood out. I mean, can you recall seeing what about the lineman from you guys? Can you guys get a lineman
Oh,
in the first round?
yeah. He got hurt in the first preseason game. It's
Mm.
kind of up and
Oh,
down though. But I mean, he'll be back. He'll be back to start the season, but sprained the MCL or whatever. But
mm,
Troy Fautanu, he was kind of up and down, but he looked good overall.
Hmm.
okay.
But he's switching from left tackle to right tackle, so it's a process.
Mm.
But speaking of which, I guess the most disappointing player to me has been Broderick Jones, our
I was
first
just
round
about to ask
tackle from
about him.
last year.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, he is dealing with an injury. He's playing with a big brace on his right elbow, so he can't really get his punch. But he was already raw to begin with,
Mm. Mm.
so his punch wasn't like his punch was one of the main things he needed to work on. So that's kind of hindered him. But the primary thing that's been hindering his progression is they can't decide where they want to play him. For some
Wow.
reason, they got this allegiance to Daniel Jones, Dan Dan Moore. I'm sorry, Dan Moore, who's playing left tackle, was the worst tackle in the league last year. But they will not switch Broderick to the left side full time. And for a guy who only played 15 college games, you keep flip flopping him back and forth and not settling on a position. You
That's
just
not
hindering
healthy.
his
That's
growth,
not
right?
good. Right. Yeah.
So, but yeah, he looked horrible the first game and even worse in the second. So,
Mm,
yeah, it ain't looking good. And it was so bad that couldn't really tell how good Russ or Justin
Mm.
looked at quarterback because they didn't have time to throw.
mm.
So, I guess it's the major disappointment. But yeah, surprises. Um, Peyton Wilson. I was the biggest Peyton Wilson hater going into the draft, and I'm glad I was wrong because the man was
Hmm.
all over the field. He did get a concussion in the second game, in the second preseason game, so hopefully he'll be back soon. But that was good. Um, but yeah, but I'm overall throughout the league, I'm pleasantly surprised with all the rookie quarterbacks. Bo Nix looks good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jaden
yeah, yeah.
Daniels
Bo
looks
looks good.
good. Jaden Daniels looks amazing. And speaking of which, have the Bears finally found a legit?
Uh-oh.
Will y'all have
Uh-oh.
in the next decade? Will the Bears finally have a 4,000 yard passer? I think they're the only team in the league who doesn't have a 4,000 yard passer in their
We
history.
are. We are. We're the
That's
only
crazy.
team. That is crazy. And you couldn't tell me that Jay Cutler didn't do it, but
Yeah,
McMahon, they
Mm.
really wasn't
Mm.
passers.
right.
Kramer was, he lit it up for a few, but that was only three, three
Mm-hmm.
little over 3,000, well, 3,500. But
What about
Caleb's
Rex?
our
No, I'm
guy,
just
man.
kidding. Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Caleb, Caleb's our guy, man. Caleb, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic. I just
He,
want to be around to see him, man. I'm ecstatic.
yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like the real deal, man. Um,
So
and
no second thoughts at all about moving Justin where he was in his progression to Caleb.
No, I was totally 100% on Caleb.
Hmm.
Not that I dislike Justin, but we scarred him and we didn't give him the tools that he needed.
Yeah.
However, I like Caleb more because
Hmm.
they were saying if Justin would have came out in this draft, he would have been the second quarterback taken.
Mm.
You know, that's what
Mm.
those
Mm.
guys were saying. Yeah, so you know, the so-called expert. So I mean, he's an exceptional talent. You saw him rolling out to his left, drop a complete dime on the sideline.
Yeah, that was
That that,
impressive.
that, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. But I just think Caleb just has a little bit more, you know, arm wise, you know. But
Mm.
Mm.
I'm I'm
Yeah,
I'm ecstatic.
he
I'm
looks for
ecstatic.
real. He looks for real.
Yeah. And like you said, I think it was just you just passed the point of no return with Justin Fields in Chicago. Um, you had 3 years to get him the weapons he needed. You didn't do it.
Hmm.
And a lot of people might say, now that they bring in Caleb, now you bring in the weapons, but
Mm.
hey, you are where you are. You got to, you know, you don't. Hopefully, you learn from that lesson, and you
Hmm.
don't roll out DJ Moore and a bunch of plumbers. Um, so
Hmm.
you bring in Keenan Allen, you bring in Roma Dunze,
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Hmm.
you know it's Devontae Swift.
Hmm.
So hopefully they continue to build around Caleb because he looks like he is the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, who predicting playoffs? Playoffs this year for the Bears? What you saying?
Yeah. I'm saying yeah.
Oh, he like, oh, yeah. Count it.
I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm saying yeah. You know, we split with the big dogs last year.
Mm,
I think Green Bay swept us, but everyone else we split with. So
Okay.
I'm ecstatic, man. I just think I think we could score. I think our D is leaps and bounds even better than what they were last year.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think we're gonna be extremely formidable this year.
all right.
All right.
What y'all looking like on D? Who's over there?
We brought in what the kid named Byard
Kevin
from
Kevin Byard. Yeah.
Kevin Byard. We brought him in because we let Jax go. You know,
Mm,
he just the production wasn't meeting up with that contract. That
Hmm.
and you know he just stepped
It was
slow.
time.
Yeah,
Hmm.
injuries whatnot. So we brought Byard in, of course, Brister. You know, year
Oh, I like
older,
him. I like him.
mm,
and Gordon. If we can keep Gordon healthy, he's playing lights out.
all right.
You know, in the preseason, he's all over the place. We brought a few energetic guys in as well. Linebacking core is intact. We hoping Booker can come lead some to the pass rush, and Dexter he looks great. You know, so I mean, we're pretty much bringing the same guys back that end last year extremely well.
Mm,
They just bigger, stronger, and faster than they were last year.
all right.
Mm.
How is the young linebacker looking from the rookie from last year? What was his name?
The
Uh,
kid from
the white kid,
Sanborn? Oh, you talking about from Oregon?
Jack Sanborn. Yeah.
Oh, Jack's look good. He's still starting.
Okay.
He's starting on the outside, but
Mm.
you know he doesn't
Yeah.
play much because we play. You know that nickel is pretty much base.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
but he looks good in the 4-3. He's in there, and if something goes awry with either one of the guys, he's in
Right.
there.
Right.
But
Yeah. I
you
know
know he's a
Jermaine gonna
tackling
show up.
machine too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a tackling machine too. As you know, Sanborn. But
Yeah.
we excited with the speed and Stevenson. We look for him to potentially make a Pro Bowl
Mm,
this year because
right.
he had just as many interceptions as Johnson did. So
Mm.
Mm.
um yeah, kid from Miami, man. He's bigger, stronger, and faster than Johnson. So man, we excited, man. Let's play
Uh,
ball, man. Kick off the
He
night.
said, "Let's get
Go
it.
ahead.
Let's
Can't
get it."
wait, man. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah, man. So hopefully, man. Like I always say, like and I know you all got a ring in '85, but you was a kid. But
I
I
was a
always
kid,
say,
kid.
yeah. But I always say, like every fan deserves to see their team win a ring. So I hope
Yeah,
y'all in contention, man. Because I'm tired for you, man.
I
You know,
appreciate you, man.
you could cheat and do like Al and get two teams, and then
Yeah,
just just and since the Jets ain't go for it, he's
Hey,
just like, hey, I got another
I mean,
one.
you can't claim I've got two teams because the Jets have been successful in my lifetime. That ain't it.
Right.
That's some
Oh,
loyalty,
right.
pure loyalty that I'm
Yeah,
hanging
that
on
is.
to
Yeah.
the Jets. But they
The-
have ascended to get some talent. So it's
They
like
have.
yeah,
we
yeah,
I have hung on long enough to where the Jets are a really talented team.
Yeah.
yeah. They are.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are. They are.
Yeah.
They
So
really are. They really are
Mhm,
talented.
yeah. So
mhm.
we spoke about the Cowboys. I'll call it a curse at quarterback or whatever, but just their penchant for not getting that guy ever, right? Cowboys first. Which position would you say on the Cowboys is quote unquote cursed?
Mm.
Mm,
Um, I would say it has to be it has to be quarterback.
Mm,
Um, I mean, we've had some of the best wide receivers come through. Um, even I mean, running backs, it's been,
yeah.
even Zeke, at least I can count Zeke. He
Right.
had a stretch where he was one of the best in the league. Um, and while again, the I say the quarterback just because there's so much pressure, so much expectations on the quarterback. And while we've had Romo play, he's had some really good years. Dak has had some really, really good years. Um, they seem both of them have not played their best in the playoffs. And I think
I
that's
get it.
part of the curse. They have not played their best in the playoffs,
The big game jinx.
the big games.
All right. How about the Jets? Quarterback.
Oh, it's 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 not just the quarterback though. It's
Mm.
like everything.
Everybody in green. Everybody
It's
away
like
green.
it's really it's just the Jets curse is whoever you think is important to that particular year,
Mm.
guess what? Something's gonna happen to that person.
Yeah.
And it could be a draft pick, it could be a free agent, it could be a Pro Bowl quarterback who's about to go to the Hall of Fame and Aaron Rodgers.
All right.
And 4 plays in, he tears his Achilles. I mean, it's hard. Man. It could be a coach. I'm just saying,
Right.
it's rough with the Jets. It's really rough.
Yeah. Pick one.
Hmm.
Hmm. With the Steelers, I say it's got to be inside linebacker. You
mm,
think about Ryan Shazier, the Devin Bush,
Mm.
the last year Cole Holcomb. Like anybody who's, and I'm sure I'm leaving out a couple, but it seems like this anybody who's promising that steps into that position is going to suffer a crazy injury that derails their career.
Something's
Um,
going to happen.
right. So I'm kind of afraid for Patrick Queen at this point. Um, I hope not. I hope he breaks the curse. But man, I
Hmm.
right.
swear anybody that's there that steps into that slot is it don't look good. Uh, but yeah, man. Well, we'll check back in next week. Got one more week of preseason. Next week will probably be a lot of guys fighting for roster spots,
Hmm.
um, and you know a lot of cuts that might end up on surprise cuts that might end up on different teams. So we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, we got one more week and then a bye week, and we get ready to rumble. So
Let's get
um,
it.
yeah. But with that being
Hey,
said, uh-huh.
1 second. So I read the little article today, and it just threw me off. I guess it's saying they brought Judon into the office, and they were like, "Hey, the Bears offered us a third round pick. Atlanta offered us a third round pick. Where do
Hmm.
you want to go?" And he was like, "Send me to Atlanta."
Yeah.
And then I thought about it, and I was like, "Man, is Atlanta, more far along than us?" Because he said Atlanta had a better roster.
Hmm.
But I guess maybe Kirk Cousins. I don't know, but I think I would have went to Chicago. But am I because I'm a homer? Or would I just look at the division because that division is shoddy? So now I said, okay, the division is pretty bad. Let's go to
Mhm.
Atlanta. So if I look at it through those lenses, I guess I'll get it. What's your
Yeah,
guys' take on it?
Y'all have Magic City in Chicago?
right. That's what I was about to say. It's the city, probably. I mean, Chicago's a great city, but
Mm.
Matt Judon's a 30-year-old black dude. I'm sure Atlanta. He
Mm,
probably has an affinity for Atlanta.
mm.
Um, and weather play big
I
in
thought
that.
about that. I thought about that.
And then also, the quarterback. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is a proven commodity. At
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
least, at least
Mm.
you're gonna go 10-7 and make it to the playoffs.
mm.
And at least that with Kirk. And then you jumping in with a rookie. You never know.
Yeah.
No, you never know.
Yeah.
I
So
like that division
yeah.
comment
Yeah,
also. I mean, it is
yeah.
night and day compared to how
Correct.
competitive
I agree.
Yeah.
yours
In
is
the north.
compared to the South.
All right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Could be head coach. You never know. Um,
Mm,
a lot of guys like Raheem in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's true.
So I mean, you never know. And then with all things being even, both off in the third round pick. Kudos to the Patriots for giving them a choice.
Right.
Um, and you never know. You never know what he's got going on with his family or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
contract details of what Atlanta might have been offering as far as an extension. So, um,
Oh, they said no extension. He said he don't want an extension.
all
He
right,
wanna earn it.
all
And he
right,
also stated that he thinks that
Mm.
Atlanta is closer to a contender for a Super Bowl this year
okay,
than the Bears. That's why he chose
yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Magic
I,
City.
yeah, right.
Hmm.
Magic
And the
City
wings.
And the
and chicken
Right.
wings.
wings.
That's what I was about
The
to say. And
wings.
chicken wings. So
I don't like
I
Magic
ain't mad
City.
at him. Yeah, yeah, man. Y'all, you ready for some trivia?
Yeah, man.
We back.
Kinda, man. I might wet the bed, man. Hmm.
Hey, ain't
Oh
nothing new.
yeah. We ain't making no promises here.
All right, excuses already. Look at you.
That's what it is.
I think you got it in for him, Al.
Hey.
Uh,
Mm.
yeah, I'm gonna start y'all off light. We got three categories. First category is name to a journey. So I'm gonna give you every team an athlete has played for NFL quarterbacks. So that's from college to pros, and you name who I'm talking about.
Okay.
So there'll be 1 through 5 in that category. Um, Second category is Dallas Bears, Chicago Cowboys, whatever. It's guys who have played for both the Bears and the Cowboys in their careers.
Mm.
Right. It's right up y'all's alley.
Yeah.
And last category is NBA all facially challenged. So ugly motherfuckers from the NBA and
Mm.
NBA history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So categories will be 1 through 5. Um, who want to go first? I don't remember who won last week because it wasn't no last week. Or y'all want to y'all want to pick a
Al,
number?
Poop. You go.
uh,
Go ahead, Poop.
okay. Let me go Journey. Journey for one.
Johnny for 1. All right. His teams in college and progressing through the pros. University of Florida, Blaine Community College, Auburn, Panthers, Patriots, Panthers.
Cameron Newman. I mean
Uh,
Newton. My bad.
that is correct. Cam Newton is the answer. All right. Let me get this score going right quick. All right. We got 1 for Pooh.
I'll try Journey for 3.
Okay.
All right. Johnny for 3. Got Northern Iowa, Packers, Iowa Barnstormers, Rams, Giants, Cardinals.
Mm.
Um, Kurt Warner.
Mm.
Kurt Warner is correct.
Mm.
3 for Al. All
Let me try
right.
Journey for the 4.
Journey for the 4. University of Pittsburgh, Delaware, Ravens, Broncos, Jets, Eagles, Jets, Browns, Colts.
Wow.
I can
Let
repeat
me get,
one time.
please do.
All right. University of Pittsburgh, University of Delaware, Ravens, Broncos, Jets, Eagles, Jets, Browns, Colts. 10, 9,
No clue.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Let's go Trent
4.
Dilfer.
That is incorrect. That would be Joe Flacco.
Delaware.
Yeah.
He went to Jets twice. I thought
Mm-hmm.
about Joe. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Excuse me. All right, Al, on you.
Go on, I'll give me the 5.
All right. UCLA, Broncos, Rams, Giants, Falcons, Allstate Insurance, New Jersey Red Dogs, LA Extreme, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, give it to me again. UCLA.
UCLA, Broncos, Rams, Giants, Falcons, Allstate Insurance, New Jersey Red Dogs, LA Extreme, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Um, I'm going to
10,
go with
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
what is his name?
4,
Who am I trying to
3,
guess?
2, 1.
Okay, it's Ant, but my only guess is I can't remember the name, but my guess would have been the linebacker who
They're all quarterbacks.
all
Oh,
quarterbacks.
okay. Is it Cade?
And definitely not a linebacker.
Yeah.
Not Cade.
Tommy Maddox.
Tommy Maddox.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
remember all quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Let
Okay.
me get Journey for the 2, man. Let me tie this thing up.
Johnny for 2. Notre Dame, San Francisco 49ers, Kansas City Chiefs.
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana is correct.
Yeah.
2 more
Yeah,
points for
yeah,
Poole.
yeah. Okay.
Tie this thing up.
Let's
All
go
right. Don't go
Dallas
chasing waterfalls.
Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys Bears for 2.
All right.
Hmm.
Dallas Bears, Chicago Cowboys, or whatever for 2. This running back, also known as the Barbarian for his relentless running style, was drafted by Chicago in 2005 and played his final year with the Bears in 2012. He passed away in 2022.
Barber.
Marion Barber is correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Boop.
Get it for the 1, man.
All right. This Hall of Fame tight end played 6 seasons for the Cowboys and 4 seasons for the Bears. He also won a Super Bowl with Chicago as the head coach.
Mike Dicker.
Mike Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Mike. That's correct. All right. Al.
I'll take that category for 3.
All right. The Red Rifle had consecutive 1-year stints in Dallas and Chicago, then 20 and 21.
Oh,
10.
Andy
9.
Dalton.
Andy Dalton is correct.
I was mad at that one.
All right. Al, you are up 8-4.
Okay.
Who's on you?
Where we at for the 4?
Yeah, you got the 4 and the 5 left. And
Let's do
all
the
of
4.
NBA facially challenged. 4 here.
Yeah.
All right. This talented tight end out of Texas A&M played 4 seasons in Dallas and 3 in Chicago. He is now an author, interior designer, and creator.
Give me that one more time. A&M.
This talented tight end out of Texas A&M played 4 seasons in Dallas and 3 in Chicago. He is now an author, designer, and a creator.
Oh, the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
10,
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
9,
God.
Mm-hmm.
8,
Mm-hmm.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And
Can't think of his name.
Marty B. Martellus Bennett.
Bennett.
Martellus Bennett.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Brother of
forgot about the
Michael
names
Bennett.
too. Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
I
yep.
couldn't think of I couldn't think of his name.
Mhm. Al, where we going?
I'll do facially challenged for 2.
Facing a challenge for 2. A point guard out of Florida State. I'm sure he'd look a lot better with his 3 championship rings, 2 with the Rockets and 1 with Boston.
The man that they just gonna need to give him a head coach job, Sam Cassell.
Sam Cassell with his ugly ass. All right. 2 more for Al. We got 10 to
Let me
4. Al's running away with it.
let me get the face for the 5.
Okay.
Mm.
NBA facially challenged for 5. A lottery pick in the 1990 NBA draft out of Xavier by Golden State. This power forward last played in the NBA in 2003 with the Miami Heat.
Let me get that one more time.
A lottery pick in 1990 out of Xavier by Golden State. This power forward last played in the NBA in 2003 for the Miami Heat. 10,
I don't
9,
know. Donald Foyle?
8.
Mm.
Incorrect. That would be Tyrone Hill with his ugly
Mm.
ass. Yeah. All
If
right.
you would have gave me the Sixers, I would have had
then
it. You ain't give me the Sixers.
I did. Then it would have been the 3 instead of the 5.
Mm. Mm.
All right.
It's 2 left. Can I get 2 for that facially
Uh,
challenged?
you got to. You got the 2. That was Sam Cassell.
So what's left in that
So the
1, 3, and 5?
1, 3, and 4, and the
One.
5 in
Oh,
Bears
let
and
me do
Bears and
3. I'll do
got
3.
3. The Chief, a stone-faced center, was an integral piece with the 1980s Boston Celtics championships.
Ooh, hated this guy, Robert Parrish.
Robert Parrish is correct.
And what's that on the face?
Yeah,
What was this? Oh, you
facial
greased the
challenge.
chief.
Yeah.
You greased the chief.
Hey, Chief wasn't a good-looking man. I saw him on
He said
TikTok the other day.
you greased the chief.
You greased the chief.
Hey, I saw him on TikTok the other day. He's married and smiling now. That's the first time I ever seen him smile. But
Yeah, he
yes,
always had
yes.
the grill look on.
All right, exactly. But he looks good now. All right, Pooh, it's on you.
Man, give me whatever for the 5, man.
We'll go Cowboys and Bears for the 5. This offensive tackle was a tight end in college at Arkansas. He played 1 year in Chicago in 2021 and 1 year in Dallas in 2022 after long stints in Buffalo and Philly. He played in 2023 in Seattle at the age of 42.
Oh, what's that brother's name?
What is his name, yo? What's
Want
his
me to
last
repeat it?
name?
Ten.
Robertson.
That is incorrect.
What's
Peters.
his name?
Jason Peters.
Peters.
Peters. As soon as you
Yeah.
For
said
the
repeat it,
Eagles.
Oh.
I was like, oh, Pete Peters.
Yeah.
That definitely jogged my
Jason Peters.
memory. Peters.
Yeah. That big dude was a tight end in college. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Um, at this point, Alice for shits and giggles, pretty much. But you want the NBA facially challenged? You want the 4
I'll
or
do the
the
4.
4? All right. Um, Given a cartoonish nickname, he played in the NBA from 93 to '04 and is now an assistant coach for the Denver Nuggets.
Mm.
Want me to repeat it?
Cartoon. Yeah, one more time.
Given a cartoonish nickname, he played in the NBA from 93 to 2004 and is now an assistant coach for the Denver Nuggets. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Cartoonish nickname.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Snoopy Jackson.
That is incorrect. I don't know that.
Uh,
But Popeye Jones.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Damn.
With his ugly. All right. Pooh, we got the one in facially challenged, and I think that
That's
can't
it.
be. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I want to give me that one for the face, man.
Also known as the Hick from French Lick, he might not have been a looker, but he sure was a
Mm.
scorer.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird with his ugly.
The hit from French Lick.
The Hick from French Lick. Well, welcome back to trivia. Al, you are the winner with a score of 13-4, 13-5. Sorry to short you on a point, Pooh. 13-5 is the correct score. But yeah, Al,
Ooh.
take your bows. Here are your flowers. And yeah, welcome back to trivia. That was fun.
Welcome back to trivia.
Absolutely. But yeah, we'll bring back trivia again next week. One of y'all host, and I'll be a contestant. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Any parting shots before we leave, Pooh?
Man, just men or women, I guess just be aware of who you're dating, man. Notice the signs. I just came upon 3 or 4 news articles. One guy shot the girlfriend mom, and the girl right outside the courtroom.
Mm.
Jesus.
Like they was in the courtroom, saw the judge, he got outshot, killed them both. Another guy shot his girlfriend and stuffed a ball down her throat. Choked her to death and wanted to make it seem like she suffocated off the ball in her throat. Like cat's just wilding. But just like I said, it could go both ways. Definitely try to pay attention to the signs and know who you're dating.
Yeah, absolutely. First, I was about to ask if we need to talk after this, but yeah, okay. Um, yeah, but definitely agree. Al?
Nah, man, nothing serious. Just definitely echoing who's warning because that's some serious stuff. Kind of blew me away on that
Serious
one.
stuff. Right.
Yeah,
So be careful out in them streets. Um, take care of yourself. Remind you can't take in nobody else if you're not taking care of yourself. So
Mm,
um, the self care is huge, and also just be checking out on folk for on a mental health tip. Reach out for folk, make sure they're
right,
doing good. Um, other than that, man, that's all I got.
no doubt. Yeah, especially your strong friend. Nobody
Hmm.
checks
right.
on the strong friend. So,
Hmm.
absolutely. Well, I almost feel bad because mine is nowhere near as serious as y'all's topics. But Pooh, I got a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Devin Hester's a Hall of Famer, and Hines Ward is not. Explain that to me, sir.
Um, I just don't recall seeing Hines Award in any record books. You know,
Ooh.
The special teams record books.
It's a rocket book.
I
What
like
record book
Hines
is?
though.
I
I
like
like
Hines. I
Hines.
like Devin, but he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he the all-time leader. Period. Record books.
But so was Gary Anderson. You don't know who that is, do you?
I do.
Exactly. You know who Gary Anderson is? He's an all-time
I do.
leader.
He was.
And who's the kicker that broke his record?
Don't
Adam
know.
Vinatieri. Right. Special teams, man. I love Devin Hester for what he
Gary will be
was.
in there. I mean,
Garrett,
Vinatieri will be in there. Vinatieri will be in there.
mm, should he though?
Why not? No, I mean that's an athlete. That's pressure kicks, score after score after score. What is it? League all-time leading scorer or something like that?
So is Cordell Patterson the Hall of Famer?
What does he do?
He's done just as much as Devin, and he contributed more in offense.
Maybe he did. But I don't recall him carrying a team to the Super Bowl.
I don't think Devin carried anybody to the Super Bowl.
They haven't carried us. It was our only offense.
I mean, in the actual Super Bowl, we didn't carry you to the Super. Like
Devin was our only offense, period, in the run game. He was, Jay.
on offense or on special, like in the return game,
Yeah, in the return game. Yeah, he carried us.
right? But how often was they didn't carry you?
He carried us.
All right, if we gonna walk in reality here, right? Right. I get it. I respect Devin for what he's done. But my beef was it's too many, especially at his position, at receiver, right? Or
Mm,
corner, or whatever,
mm,
because he didn't really have a position. For it's too many receivers not in the Hall of Fame, and not just Hines Ward. I'm just saying it because I'm a Steelers fan. But
mm.
it's too many receivers not in the Hall of Fame for a returner to leapfrog them all. Like it took Drew Pearson 30 years to get into the Hall of Fame. The man
Mm,
cried every single year.
yeah.
I mean, literally cried.
Why y'all won't pick me?
Right. Like I don't know, man. And I'm just feeling like you open up a Pandora's box because then you have to consider guys like Cordell Patterson, Adam Vinatieri, Mike Vanderjagt. Like I don't think it's the hall of great at something because you weren't good enough to be something else. You get what I'm saying?
I get it, but I mean, he's the NFL all-time leading scorer. I ain't got
I
no
mean,
knock on Vinatieri getting in there. And he hit buku pressure kicks.
but then you
The
go,
the
but
first
then
couple
you
the first couple Super Bowls he carried them.
right, but then you got to keep Willie McGinnis out just off that team, right? So you got to keep Willie
Okay.
McGinnis out. You got to
Okay.
keep Vince Wilfork out.
Mm.
Like then
It's a good
you
point.
get so
It's a good
like
point. Yeah.
that's tough for me, man. But yeah,
Hmm.
just had to pick a
It's
bone
a
with you,
great
man,
point.
because I ain't had
Yeah.
a chance to talk to you about it since they got inducted with that I call it a sham Hall of Fame now. But no,
Mm.
but they put Julius
It's
Peppers
an
in it,
it
so
get an asterisk this year.
right,
The
yeah,
asterisk.
and put a P beside it for poop.
Mm.
But yeah, but yeah, I'm just letting you know I had a bone pick with you. I know you ain't trying to
No
debate
doubt.
me because he in now. Ain't nothing I can do about it. But yeah, but I probably mention on every third show until Hines will get in. So we'll
True
talk
that.
about it later.
No need
I
to let it
dig it.
go.
Right. So I hold grudges. Oh man. But yeah, man. That's all I got, man. It's good, man. It's good to have y'all back, man.
No doubt.
But let's jump back in next week. Talk about
Yes,
this
sir.
last week, man. It seemed like these last couple weeks are just getting like dragging by because I'm so ready for the regular season. But we gonna make it.
We're
We'll be
getting
back
there.
to talk about it again next week. Until then, defy life.
By life.
I like. Peace.